What's up, Jolinator Club? Alright, so last night I went to a special premiere of the new live-action adaptation of Beauty and the Beast. Now that I've seen it, I'm ready to lay down my thoughts. Alright, so let's jump right into this. Okay, so I'm going to review this movie under the assumption that you guys, if you're watching this, you have seen the animated Beauty and the Beast from years ago. If you've seen that movie, then you kind of know what to expect with this movie, but still, there are some things in this movie, being that it's a remake, there's some stuff that you're not going to be expecting. But before I get too involved with that, let's talk about the story, for those of you who don't know what it is. Okay, so the film opens up with the backstory of Prince Adam, and this movie gives a little bit of a backstory to who he was as a character. We see who he was and things like that, and I'm not just making the name up. His name is actually Adam. Look it up. Anyway, but it turns out that Adam had little to no love in his heart, and then this beggar woman comes to his castle and offers him a single rose. Now he looks at her and realizes, okay, you're ugly, get out of here. He turns her away, but it turns out that this beggar is actually an enchantress. When she reveals herself as the enchantress, she turns him into a beast for being so cruel to her, and then places a powerful spell on the castle and everybody who lives there. Now, the rose that he was given is slowly withering away, and if he can find somebody to love him and have her love him back, then he'll turn back into a human, and the entire spell will be broken. Now we come to Belle, the main character of the movie. Now, she lives with her adventure father Maurice in France, and everybody in town thinks that Belle is weird because she reads books and is immune to Gaston. Now, I'll get to the actors who play these roles as soon as I'm done with my story. Just bear with me, guys. One night, when Maurice is on his way to the Inventors Fair, he accidentally gets lost in the forest and comes across the castle where the Beast is. The Beast says that Maurice is trespassing and takes him prisoner. The horse Philippe finds Belle and they go back to the castle, where it turns out that Belle finds her father and takes his place as the Beast's prisoner. Now, the Beast feels that this is a way for him to fall in love, and for her to fall in love with him as well, and turn him back into a human, but really, he's not that social about it. But Belle doesn't know this originally. Okay, so let's talk about this movie and the differences between the two films. Now, I won't give away too many spoilers. Just go see the movie and you'll see the new stuff. Now, when I've heard about this movie, I heard so many great things about it. All the critics were just praising it, saying that it was a great movie, and I did not know what to expect. Now, I'll admit, right off the bat, the casting in this movie is done really well. But the thing is, the cast of a movie doesn't necessarily tell me if the movie's going to be any good. But this movie is great. This is a great remake of Beauty and the Beast. However, I will say that the idea of a Beauty and the Beast remake from Disney was a little bit risky, because for those of you who don't know, Beauty and the Beast was actually the first animated movie to ever be nominated for Best Picture. Now, with that being said, I don't know if I would say this movie is Oscar worthy, but I'm going too deep into this, and I understand that that some of you guys may not have seen the movie, and yeah. Anyways, guys, so let's talk about the cast in this movie. When I first heard that Emma Watson was going to be playing Belle in this movie, I thought, that's perfect casting. Because Emma Watson, I've seen her in multiple stuff, not just Harry Potter, but I've seen her in a few other things, and I thought, okay, she could be a really good Belle. Let me tell you, she is the definitive version of Belle brought to life. That is what I love about her performance. I was wondering if she might feel similar in comparison to Lily James in the Cinderella remake, but in reality, no, she really doesn't. She feels like Belle. And that really works. Next you have, I think it's Luke Evans. Yes, Luke Evans as Gaston. Let me tell you this, guys. He is great. Now, he doesn't have, like, the deep voice that the original animated Gaston has, and I'm gonna stop doing that voice right now. However, He's definitely a good live-action Gaston, but if there's any comedy to be found in this movie, it's Josh Gad as LeFou. Oh my gosh, this guy cracks me up pretty much every time he's on screen. The guy who plays the Beast, oh boy, I can't remember the guy's name, but I'd know his name if I saw it. He does an absolutely incredible job as well. And as far as the Enchanted Objects are concerned, Ewan McGregor is Lumiere, and he's hilarious. Kevin Kline, by the way, is Maurice, and he does a good job too. Emma Thompson is Mrs. Potts, and that's ideal live-action Beauty and the Beast casting right there. But in reality, I know there's one question that you guys are going to be asking me. Is this movie better than the animated Beauty and the Beast? No, not at all. It isn't. It is a good remake, and I will say that. But the original was nominated for Best Picture, and it just did everything so well that it's just great. The original animated Beauty and the Beast, I should mention this too, it's my favorite standalone Disney movie of all time. Now, I understand that you guys might have different opinions on that, but if you do, that's fine. In the end, I had a good time with Beauty and the Beast, and I think that you guys should definitely check it out. Do know one thing going in. It does have all of the original songs that were in the original Beauty and the Beast. You have Be Our Guest, Belle, Gaston, the Tale as Old as Time song, and the Mob song, and everything like that. But you also have new songs in this movie as well. When I first heard that, I was like, okay, this might be a little bit forced, but it works well. But in the end, guys, I highly suggest that you guys go see this new Beauty and the Beast. It's a great remake. And it's not going to get a perfect score, but it's going to get a great one. I will say that Beauty and the Beast is a movie that would be pretty nice at full price. Alright guys, so post your comments below. Instead of asking you what you guys think of this Beauty and the Beast, I'm going to ask you this. Who is your favorite Disney princess? Mine is Belle. And I'm not just saying that because I'm reviewing Beauty and the Beast. She literally is my favorite princess. I'm just going to have to tell her that when I go back to Disney World. But regardless, guys, post your comments below. Who's your favorite Disney princess? And you know what? I'll just ask you anyway. I know I said I wasn't going to ask you this, but I'll ask you. What did you think of this new Beauty and the Beast, if you saw it? Post your comments below. You guys are the best. And as always, thank you all for watching. And if you like this, like, comment, favorite, hit that subscribe button, and join the Jolinator Club. Chest bump.